On Millennium Prince here, we've got a 3761 size 10. I usually tie these pretty big, and a 5/32 gold bead. You can tie it with tungsten and then add lead to it if you want to get down and dirty. This fly works really well for trout and steelhead. Half pounders works exceptionally well. So what I've got here is some medium black rubber. Just going to get this tied in for my tail. Tie that in and pull around the other piece, and make sure you keep it taut, and that'll splay your rubber. And then I've got some mylar. This is a spooled mylar pearl. Just need a section of this for the flashback component. You want to tie this on top of the hook. And then you're going to need some brassy sized silver wire. And we'll tie that in for our rib. Now this fly I want to get down and dirty, so I'm going to put some 020 lead on it. You just lay that across the shank and start wrapping. Get it up and leave about 1/16 of an inch near the bead. You just pop it off there, clip there. Make sure she lays down. And the one thing I do differently is I take some uni stretch, which they have here at the shop in black, and I wrap that over the wire so I can get the taper of the body just the way I want it. Evens out that lead wire a little bit.
That's on a separate bobbin.
It's on a separate bobbin. So now I've got my taper all laid out. I'll get about 8 strands of peacock herl. Clip the tips even, tie those in. Make a loop to reinforce the peacock herl. Grab a tool that I forgot. Just a set of hackle pliers will do. Take your hackle pliers, pull everything taut, come over one time, and then pull it taut again. So you line everything up and it's all laying next to one another. Take your tool, grab your peacock herl and start twisting. That will make an extremely durable body. And you can build it up to whatever thickness you'd like to have. I usually tie these a little thicker than a normal Prince. Tie that off. Give a little snip there. Then I take this pearl mylar, pull it over for the flash, snug it down. Take my silver wire just to cinch that down in place and give some segmentation to the back and the body. Tie that off. Brown hen hackle. Coachman brown is the color I like. Strip some of the fluff off. Leave just a titch in the fluff in there. It just gives it a little more pulsation. Take your hackle pliers. Wrap a couple wraps of that in. You're going to tie this collar style, so you're going to want to kind of pull it back as you're wrapping it around. So we're there. Now we've got to put some white rubber leg on the front. Again, I'll tie that in on one side just to keep it offset. Take the other, bring it around, holding it snug, snug it into place with my thread. Now that's going to stick out and be kind of funky, but we're going to fix that. Take 4 or 5 strands of peacock herl, and this I generally don't reinforce with thread because it normally doesn't break. But I am going to tie it in the same style where I put the twist on it. I'm going to lay that in the front here, just tying the tips in. Bring it around once. Grab my tool, put the twist on it. Pull everything back so you can get those legs to lay back just in the V you want. Put a couple wraps just to finish that off, cover up your dirty work there. Tie that off there. Take your whip finish tool, put a couple whip finishes on there. Trim your legs to length. And you've got the Millennium Prince.